want to hear this testimony. Shabba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We know that there is fire on this altar. What God is doing here is no joke. It's no joke at all. It's no joke. It's an audio testimony from a young man in the UK. I've never met him. Sent it in. I want you to pay attention and listen to it. Listen.
Good evening, Pastor. I hope all is well. My name is Rich. I just have a small testimony to give. Well, it's not really a small, it's quite a huge one. On the 20, I think it was the 25th, it was a Sunday. One of your church members and a good friend of mine, Janice, sent me a link to say you'd be doing weekday prayers. So she sent it to me. And normally, to be fair, Janice always tells me to come to service, but I never actually come. So when she sent me this link and told me, Monday they'll be doing prayers early, I thought to myself, okay, I start work early, but on my way to work, instead of scrolling socials, listening to music, let me listen in. So on the Monday, I joined your prayer group and I liked it. It was nice. So I continued throughout the week. I got to about Thursday and I was really into it. And I said to myself, I've enjoyed this. Let me sow a seed, a small seed, which I did on the Thursday. So on the Friday morning, I was going to work. I work in Hackney Wick. So I went to Hackney Wick State. I got to Hackney Wick Station. There was about 5 people that got off the train with me, about 9:30. I had my music in my ears. I didn't really pay attention to faces, but I saw those few people around me, and there was a guy with a distinctive camouflage puffer jacket. As I came out the station, about 20 to 30 meters, walking down the road, suddenly I turned around and there was this guy wearing the camouflage jacket stabbing at me. So I put my hand up and he was still stabbing me in my back, in my shoulder blade. So I managed to run. I literally run for my life. So at this point, I didn't know if I felt like I had been stabbed. So I managed to call one of my work colleagues. And with all the high adrenaline from running, my legs became really weak. So I phoned my work colleague, managed to phone him and said to him, I think I've been stabbed. So if he can come around near the area that we normally go to lunch, I'm trying to make my way there. But I still managed to run to site. And as I got outside my site, I saw my boss, who was having banter with me from a distance, saying, Rich, you're even late. What's wrong with you? So as I got closer, he saw I was distressed. And I said to him, Mike, I think I've been stabbed. He said, quickly, take off your jacket. So I took off my jacket and my fleece, and God be good, there was nothing there, like literally nothing. So my colleague that I had phoned, he happened to be around where I told him to come, and he phoned me and said to me, Rich, where are you? I said, I've managed to get to the other side of the job, basically. And he said, I'm here and there's police here. I've told them that my colleague has been assaulted. So the policeman asked him to ask me, what's the guy wearing? And I said, the guy was wearing a camouflage jacket. And my colleague said, yeah, the police have got this guy here. So at this time, I know I've not been harmed. So I'm angry. I ran down there and straight away, with anger, I was going towards this guy, but the policeman stopped me and said, no, you can't do that. So I instantly calmed down. So then the police said, we can go a little bit closer and see. And I could see the guy. So they took a small statement from me and said they would get back to me. So as I left work, after that. I didn't stay. So when I got home, the police phoned me and told me that the guy has mental health problems. So they're limited to what they can do, but they need the CCTV to proceed with the case. So, but to get the CCTV footage is not easy because of lockdown. Companies, businesses around are closed. So to get access might be difficult. So it's not a 5-minute job. It could take days. So I said, okay, that's fine. About 45 minutes later, the police officer phoned me and said to me, they've had a breakthrough with some of the CCTV, and he's managed to get footage of exactly what happened. So when I first come to the policeman and I saw him, he said to me, he checked me as well to see if I was all right. So he said to me, my friend, I checked you, but looking on the CCTV, I do not know how you do not have a single wound on you. If I didn't check you myself, I would say you're protecting someone, or maybe you've got an ulterior motive, so you don't want us to see. But I checked you myself, and I saw there was nothing there. But the CCTV shows the force, especially in your back, that this guy was jabbing at you with the knife. And looking in the CCTV, we saw where he threw the knife. So we recovered the knife, and it was a 2-inch blade. So we don't understand how you're not harmed. And I laughed, but then I said to myself, this has to be God. This doesn't just happen. Like they've seen live footage of it happening, and nothing happened to me. My jacket I was wearing was only a small jacket because I didn't believe it was cold that day. So it was only a small jacket and a small fleece. The jacket itself should easily be torn. There should be a rip mark, but there's absolutely nothing on the jacket. So I just want to thank God for saving my life that day. And I've continued to join the prayer group, in which I've now even given to my mother and my cousins and anyone that's interested. Because when I tell this story, everyone instantly says, Rich, if you don't believe in God, you have to believe in God. And this has made me them even believe in God. I've always been a believer, and I always will be a believer. But this has just shown extra how good God is. So thank you.